Hello there, my YouTube friends and fans. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. I'm on my way to the space anomaly here, which is this round ball here that looks a lot like the space stations, but the space stations are more like octagons, while this is a round thing, and it's totally different inside too. The space stations kind of look a little bit boring. There's not much going on, but this thing, wow, every time I come here, it just blows my mind. It's just so crazy beautiful. So for me, it was kind of like at the beginning, when I was still new to this game, I was like, I don't even know what that is. When it was telling me I need to find this, I didn't know what I was looking for, and eventually just found it. And so you have to actually come here quite a lot just to do certain missions. But I also come here just in between when I feel like it, when I'm just kind of flying in space and I'm like, oh, that's right, the space anomaly. I haven't been there in a while, let's go there. Or if I want to do an upgrade that I can't do on the space station or at my base. So that's always a way to kind of see if there's something new, because in the meantime you earn money and you collect the data and you may be eligible for like an upgrade that you didn't even know that you were missing out on. So a lot of times I also come here and I'm like, there is not really anything right now that I need, or nothing, or I can't have it yet. So for me, for example, I still haven't found how to get vehicles so I can actually drive around on the planets instead of having to walk all the time. But I think I'm just not progressed far enough in the game, and so I just have to wait. And I just love Helios. Helios, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, or maybe not having any sex, I don't know. Looks kind of like in between. And then over here we have this character that definitely looks like a girl, but they're both really cool. They have both given me good stuff. Helios usually gives you a lot of nanites, which is the rare currency that you're using here besides the units. And I am now just checking on everyone because I want to make sure there's nothing that I'm missing, that's something I'm supposed to do. So I'm actually looking for two other guys here, and I forgot where they are. I still don't really know my way around here for some reason, even though this is really not so complicated, but I don't know. Maybe I was playing this like really late and I was tired. What else is new? So this is Nada, or Priest Nada, or Nada, whatever you want to say, and this is Polo. Isn't he cute? I love his outfit. So it looks like I have to find a black hole, and I'm a little bit scared of the black hole. I keep procrastinating that mission because I don't know if I want to actually go close to a black hole and then be sucked into it. And especially if you play this in first person, things are a lot scarier and intimidating than if you play it in third person. So like I said, you have to play first person if you want to have the full experience here. And I'm actually trying to teleport here for the first time from the space anomaly. I can go to all kinds of places like other space stations or my base, and I'm choosing the latter. And this teleportation usually takes quite long, but I cut that so you don't have to sit through it. And we're here on planet Pegasus at my base called the Swiss Chalet, and you maybe see soon why I called it that. By the way, I'm Swiss, so that's one of the reasons. So when you're here, you have like this base computer here. That is what you have to do when you follow the story. You have to build this computer. You can capture a new base screenshot, upload the base or database, or delete the base, and leave. So this looks a little bit messy because this base actually got buried under a bunch of dirt because I didn't come here for a while, and I don't know why this happened. So I actually had to dig everything out again here, all that stuff I had, but everything was still here. It was just under a bunch of dirt and rubble. And I keep all my technology in this little back room here. I don't know, I don't have to do that. I thought it was kind of fun. And I'm kind of ready to build some new stuff because I got new blueprints. So I'm going through my inventory to see what I can build here, like this teleport thing or this base salvage capsule, which I actually have the material for. This is if you like delete something here, one of your things that you've decided you don't want to, then all the material goes into here, into that thing. Should I get it or not? That's the question, but you know what? I have the material, so why not, right? So let's just put it here. I can always remove it if I don't want it anymore. And then we have this really awesome health station here. Doesn't that look cool? I do not have enough uranium though, and I cannot do this, the hazard protection unit either, because I don't have enough phosphorus, but that's easy to find. So I just have to remember to collect that. I could build this thing. I definitely need a refiner, a better refiner, because I only have a portable right now, and I have to craft some stuff that I cannot craft in the portable, which is called deuterium, and I have been looking for this material forever. So I am so excited to finally do this. It's been like, I don't know, a week or two since I wanted it. So I just have to see if I have the material. Actually, I need dihydrogen. Oh yeah, and I should have plenty of tritium because I always collect that when I'm out in the space. Here we go. Look at that. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I finally have it, and I can actually 343. But I actually don't need as many. I don't know how many I need, but I definitely don't need so many. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. Oh, I do need 200. Oh wow, that's more than I thought. Okay, so I have to build a little bit more, but I have plenty. I have definitely 200, that's for sure. So I'm gonna write that run. And then when it's at 200, I can stop it. Well, a little bit more. Yeah, a little more. 202. That's fine. I don't know if I'm going to need it for something else. I haven't seen it being needed for anything else, but you know, you never know. We'll find out. I cannot believe it. I finally got this. You don't even know how long I have been waiting for this. And I know some people probably do this a lot earlier, but I just, you know, I wasn't interested in the space stuff right away. I wanted to go and explore. I mean, this huge world out there, right? And so we have now built the pulse splitter. That was one of the mission objectives. They said you were supposed to build a pulse splitter. It just took me like, I don't know, days to do that. And I wasn't really like stressed about it. I was just like, I don't have to do it now. I can do it later. That's the cool thing. There's no time limit on things. You know, you just do it whenever you feel like. So the next thing I really want is this thing, the teleporter, a base teleport module, but I need metal plating and carbon nanotubes. I already have sodium, so that shouldn't be so hard. That actually are usually materials that you can get on any planet. Let's see, I need, carbon. I definitely have plenty of it outside my base. And for the metal plating, we need, let's see, we need ferrite dust. That's also something you can get on every planet. So let's go and get that. So this will also show you why I built this base here. Because this is the first planet where I was like, I can see myself living here. Although it gets super cold at night here, but there is no radioactivity, there is no sentinels, or I think there are sentinels, but no aggressive ones. There are no aggressive animals here. There is plenty of great material. It's also a pretty planet. It has amazing sunsets. It has, you know, mountains that are not too high. It has really lush valleys. It's got lakes. It's got like everything. So I thought, you know, when it was asking me to build a base, I was like on other planets, and I was like, I don't know if I want to, you know, spend any time on those planets more than I have to. But on this planet, it's like, this is great. You know, the temperature during the day is like around 20 degrees, but then at night I think it gets like minus 50 or minus 60 degrees Celsius. So it gets a little cold, and then, you know, you can always just go and stay in your base, or if you're out and about, you can just make a quick cave and just stay there. I haven't really explored much of this planet yet, but what I've seen so far I really like. And, you know, it's a good place for a first base. And, oh, that rhymes. So it looks like we got enough. Can do more metal plating here. Alright, it should be enough. And I can do those nanotubes. I don't know how many I need. Let's just I think 2 I need. Alright, let's go do this. And yeah, my ship is kind of like in a weird place here, but when you teleport, it kind of just puts it somewhere. And that's kind of where I put it. It actually made this landing here, but I haven't really managed to land on it. It's a little bit small. So I don't know why I was running in here. I forgot. I think I forgot what I was about to do. Alright, I now remember, and I'm like, okay, cool, I got all my material. I can actually build it. And voila, we have a teleport module. But now I need to hook it up to power, and I have this biofuel reactor which I built quite a long time ago, but now I ran out of fuel and I have to refuel it. So here we go, it's working again. I don't know how long, but we have to now hook up power to it. So I've learned that you have to go to electricity, and then you find like this cable thingy. I just have to look for it. Here it is. So I have to kind of hook that up to this, one of those ports. I did not mean to jump here, and then it should go. Yes! See? It's working! I can now travel very easy. Oh, isn't that awesome? Yay! I don't know, I get just so excited about little things like this, but you know what? This is, again, very, very similar to Subnautica. When you build your base in Subnautica and you have to deal with the power, you know, hook everything up and connect everything. I don't know if those people stole from each other, those ideas, or, you know, I don't care actually, because it's just really, really awesome. So I'm like, what else could I build here? I could put like a battery here. I don't really know how this would work, so I think I have to hook up the battery, so then the battery can be charged from this biofuel reactor. But then what happens if the biofuel reactor runs out of power? I think that's when the battery kicks in, but then when the battery runs out of fuel, then yeah, I don't know, we would have to kind of make a chain reaction or something. So I don't know, I'm trying to find out if this works. Yes, this actually works, right? Does it work? I think it does. The only thing I really don't like here, and as you can see, I still don't really know how this works. I don't like that you see those lines. I feel like you should not see them unless you are building it, but I guess, you know, it's more realistic this way because you have physical lines actually running from it and they're not like transparent, but it would be kind of cool to have them run underneath the flooring. But I guess who cares? It's a game, right? So I guess it's time now to actually check out this space terminal and see if it works. And yes, it looks just like it does when you use the one on the space station or the space anomaly. And look at that, this is my base, and I can go to someone else's base, and I don't know who that is. Oh, that's the guy that actually discovered this planet. Yeah, may check that out. And then all the space stations that you can go to, and you know, if I had more bases, I could jump in between my bases, which is really, really cool. So I don't have to like physically travel there all the time. And now I can hook up my storage container, which also surprised me that this only runs with power. It's not one you can just open the door. It's actually power run. And I have 20 slots in there, which is quite nice. Now I can finally store my valuable stuff because I had so much cool stuff that I was forced to sell because I needed the space in my inventory. I couldn't have continued this game without that inventory space, and it's too bad. But from now on, if I find something very, very rare, I'm actually going to stick it in there, and then I just jump to the space and get it when I need it. So the next thing I'm planning to build also is a solar panel, because then I will always have power, I assume, if it works the way it should. But I don't have the material right now. So let's check on the battery and see how much it loaded. We have 8% already stored in there of power. That's awesome. And now I'm trying to see if I should build my stairs that I've always wanted here, because when I have my ship down there, I always have to kind of jump, and you know, not that I'm too lazy to jump, but I was thinking it'd be kind of cool if I could just kind of run up the stairs. And I know about blueprints for stairs. I think it's called ramps here. So I'm just like looking for it. And it's actually really fun to build. I just don't usually spend too much time on building in a game. You know, I just kind of figure everything out, and then once I kind of know it, I'm like, eh. Because it's like you're building something for something that you actually don't actually need. As you can see, you can have a super simple base. I just dug a hole into a mountain, and that's my base. Yeah, and the only reason I made the wooden structure is for my ship to land on. My ship is not even on there. So I'm collecting some carbon right now. As you can see, I have tons of carbon. All those like little cactuses with the flowers on top, they're carbon. And this whole planet is full of those. So that's like one of the simplest things to get. If, you know, on other planets, that's a little harder to find. But in general, that's one of the materials that's not hard to find. So I just want to have enough of it for building this ramp. And I hope my spaceship is not sliding down the hill if I remove all those rocks. So this should work now. This has been a little bit iffy to get that on in the right angle. Don't know why this is so complicated, but it's just like I can't get it to like rotate the way I want it. I don't want it this way. No, no, no. Yeah, no, no. You almost got it. You almost got it. It's kind of, here we go. And I need a second one because it's pretty steep. So here we go. Let's test this. Yay. Oh, this is so nice. Man, I really wished I could move this like base computer, but you can't. The only thing you can do is like delete it. But then I don't know actually if I delete this, can I reinstate it after that? I mean, I don't know. I'm a little worried about removing it. Look, I could build one of those. That is so cool. I actually have the material, but I don't know where I would place this. I just got this blueprint. You know, if I'd known that I could build something cool like this, I would have probably waited. But, you know, this is my first base. Who says that I can't build more bases, right? And the next base will be on a completely different planet, not maybe one with cactuses and so. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe it's an Arctic planet, or maybe I'm going to do something underwater. I don't know. The world is wide open. So now I'm just cleaning up everything a little bit, and those plants actually have grown since I built this. They were not here. I've actually removed a lot of plants here because I was collecting materials, and then I was like, oh, it looks a little bit bare. But then I came back and there was a lot of plants that were growing here while I was gone. It's super realistic actually. So I'm gonna fix this a little bit here now. This bothers me. No, I didn't want to mine. I want to actually fill this hole. So the thing that makes me a little bit hesitant on spending too much time on this is because I don't know if the ground is shifting here or every planet, and maybe you're not supposed to build the way I built. Maybe you're not supposed to build a base inside a mountain, because it's too bad I did not actually have that on, don't have that on video, where I came back and I couldn't see my base anymore. I saw this platform, but the whole cave was filled with dirt. Everything was super, like even the base computer was completely gone. I couldn't even find it. I thought I lost it. And then I was starting to mine and there it was. It was completely under the mountain. This was all way higher up, and so it's going to be very interesting to find out if this is going to happen again, and if this is happening again and again and again, I may actually delete this base and just build like a base somewhere else, or even just build it completely different. I don't know. So right now I'm thinking like, hey, you know, I'm already in my building mood here, so let's see if we can just add a few more things here. I have plenty of material. I'm just kind of playing around with everything. And then I was like, I actually want flooring here, because I want the stairs to kind of not be so awkward, just kind of end up in some rubble that you just fall over if you come down the stairs, which is kind of silly. I'm probably never gonna use this, but let's just see if we can do something crazy here, or maybe not crazy, but just something like cool somehow. If I can get this to work. Yes, I love how they just kind of like attach to each other. And I've done a lot of kind of stuff like that. I built, you know, a lot of like game maps where this was really fun because people were actually coming here and playing on my maps. And then at least it has a purpose, right? When you build it, you have to kind of make decisions on where people spawn and, you know, where you have cover and stuff. So I've also learned that you can actually delete those elements. And it's kind of like the same whenever you kind of build stuff in games. It's like similar controls. So once you've done that, you can go into any game and you get like, you're very familiar with this and you can quickly actually create something. And it is definitely a lot of fun. So I understand everyone who wants to build stuff in games. So I have now a nice little double deck here. I quite like that. It's actually turned out better than I expected. So now it's time to go and test out this teleporter. Where should we go? Where should we go? I don't really know. So much to choose from. I should actually go into a different system. Here I have to return to the mission agent, deliver the goods. I think I'm gonna go there. I've had this waiting for me for a long time. I need to deliver some stuff somewhere. Alright, so I'm gonna also cut this so it doesn't take so long, because this travel here is usually quite long. But here you go, much shorter. And it worked! Look at that! I teleported from my base up on the mountain on a different planet in a different system to this system, wide in space somewhere. This is fabulous. I absolutely love it. And I'm gonna go and see now if I can accept some new missions. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.